This investigation, Timothy Hazlitt Jr., charged with rape, kidnapping, and assault. He remains in police custody tonight. Today, KSHB 41 I-Team reporter Sarah Plake spoke to neighbors who took her in as they waited for police to arrive.
The house is right behind that red work truck. We were able to talk to neighbors today who told us that in just the short interaction they had with this young woman, she told them she escaped from that house, ran down this hill, this is Don Shelton Boulevard, and started banging on doors trying to get help, and eventually someone took her in. It was just a whisper, Lisa Johnson says.
She didn't have much of a voice, so it was more like a light help me than anything.
A young woman almost crawling up Lisa's steps. Lisa says the woman, weak and bruised up, said she was being held captive by a man up the street. That man is Tim Hazlitt, who is now in custody. As Lisa went to grab the phone to call 911, the young woman started running next door.
Frightened her. She told me if I called the cops that he'd kill us both.
This was at 7:45 in the morning on Friday, when Sierra Tharp's grandmother was also at home, next door to Lisa.
She heard a woman screaming and came knocking on the door. So she opened the door and the lady said, "You have to help me. I've been raped. I've been held captive." She's like, "You gotta help me."
Sierra's grandma let the woman in. She wrapped her in a blanket and gave her some food and water.
My grandma could tell she was weak and she didn't have a whole lot of clothes on. She said that she had a metal dog collar around her neck and she could see the ligature marks on her wrists.
The young woman said Hazlitt, who lives at this house on Old Orchard and Don Shelton, was the one who sexually assaulted her and held her against her will in the basement. But that morning, she saw a window of opportunity.
She said once he left, she just flung that door open, let his dog out, and she took off.
Sierra says her grandma did the right thing.
There's a possibility that my grandma probably got her just in time. Got her in the house just in time.
Neighbors on Don Shelton say they never saw Hazlitt much and never had interactions with him.
I seen him walk his child up and down the street once in a while, but that's about it.
While they're still processing what happened, they want to know what police found in the house and if there are other victims. But above all, they hope for one thing.
I just want to know she's getting the help that she needs.
Sarah Plake, KSHB 41 News.